With us right now, Stefan Smulders. Stefan, you are in the Netherlands right now, and you are the head of a company, and it is, how do we pronounce Expandi.io? Yes. So it's Expandi with an I, expand.io. Stefan, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, George. I follow you already for a while, and to be a guest in your daily show, it's great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, listen, I love LinkedIn as a platform. Expandi helps with lead generation, but it does it a little bit different than a lot of other platforms out there. And I'm really excited to learn about how it works. Can you kind of give us an overview of it?
Yeah. Do you mean especially about the technical features, or just?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do for lead gen on LinkedIn, but some are going to get you a quick pause from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn does not like automation tools on its platform. And some are spam, some legitimately are just really spammy. I think there's a lot of bad behavior, people sliding into DMs and doing so in a salesy way. I mean, that's really unfortunate. But yeah, please explain how Expandi works.
Yeah, let's make a briefly introduction. First of all, I was an agency owner myself before I started developing Expandi, and I actually helped people, business owners, C-level decision makers, to book appointments on LinkedIn. And in the early days, I did everything manual. After a while, I played around with all the available tools out there in the market, from DuckSoup to Linked Helper to Meet Leonard, Alfred, Phantom Buster, and so on and so forth. But a common thing on all these tools is that they are Chrome extended, right? And yeah, indeed, you are right. Some of these ones were catched by LinkedIn before. And the main priority of everybody on LinkedIn is safety. Everybody wants to speed up as well the outreach, and wants to get in touch with as many people as possible, and nobody wants to lose their profile. So there need to be a balance. Actually, from frustration, I decided as an agency owner, together with my technical co-founder Glenn, to develop Expandi, where we mainly focus on two different things. Safety as a first place. So we decided to build Expandi cloud-based. No frustrations anymore that if you close your laptop, that campaigns will stop, that you can't see metrics, that we all struggle with the LinkedIn inbox, right? If you receive a lot of messages, you can't keep properly track of all the incoming replies. If you refresh your LinkedIn inbox, it's gone. You can't find them properly back. So we covered all these things in Expandi. We really try to mimic a human behavior. And I think the second leg, what all our competitors have, because we are operating in kind of a gray area, is that nobody came up with a personal approach, especially if you are an agency owner and you're managing 50, 100, or maybe even more LinkedIn accounts. You want to know with who you are doing business and who is behind that automation software. Somebody with a vision who can help you moving forward on tactics, on strategies. And exactly we fill that gap with Expandi. We launched Expandi 18 months ago, bootstrapped, without spending $0 on paid advertisements or traditional marketing. We actually used our own tool to set up some really cool and impressive growth hacks. We wrote articles about it and distributed as a content, and learned people how you can get advanced and great results by using LinkedIn for outreach. 18 months later, we are at, last month we passed the 6 million annual revenue. We have more than 12,000 active accounts in our system. And
congratulations, it's wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whilst leading LinkedIn agencies like Predictable Revenue from Ian Rolls, but also Banff Media from Houston Golden, Lead Baller from Jimmy Coleman, but also Salesprocess.io from Nick Kosman. They are all using Expandi or on white label to help and manage their own accounts. And we really try as well to be on top of innovation. We try to stay ahead of our competition. We were, for example, the first third-party app which made it possible to embed personalized images and GIF animations And we could send them as a real upload straight through the LinkedIn inbox to minimize the ask, to interrupt the patterns. We were the first one who make it happen to, for example, scrape events and actually import all the people which attend an event. LinkedIn is full of content.
Yeah.
If you search on your timeline for specific influencers or by hashtag on a search topic, it's amazing how many and valuable content you can find over there. If you find a great post about a topic which match your own business requirements, then it's very easy with 3 mouse clicks to scrape that post and import all the people who like and engaged with that specific post. You can make a warm introduction instead of, hey, I'm Stefan, I see you working as a business owner at company name. I saw you also a fan of the amazing post of Josh about retrieve new customers on LinkedIn. I'm a fan as well, let's connect. It's a bit of a different approach, and we took a lot of advance. And the way we grow actually so fast is that because of all these strategies we defined and approached and used ourselves, we wrote them down on our blog site. And at the moment, I think, and I'm very proud to say that we became slowly the CNN of LinkedIn lead generation in terms of content.
Yeah.
With more than 50K monthly unique readers on our blog. And we only try to provide as much value as we can in terms of templates, in terms of strategies, how you connect the dots, give people new insights, that it is actually more than just sending messages and running a simple sales navigator search based on 2 filters, location and job title, because that's not working anymore. And you mentioned it before as well, LinkedIn is changing. The way of how we use LinkedIn, that's changing as well. And if I dive a bit more in depth there, then it's not common anymore that we all can keep on going with sending hundreds and hundreds of requests each and every day. And let's be honest, as an agency owner myself, it was easy money for years. We run a simple search, we drop an X amount of people in the campaigns, and there was always an outcome. And if the outcome was too less, we just push more people in the campaign and everybody was satisfied. Now, LinkedIn say, because the #1 problem is this spam. The platform is growing so fast, more and more people are active and still seeing it as a gold mine. But 99% of the people do not even know how to use LinkedIn the right way. They go to Google, they search for message templates, and they came up with templates and approaches which are outdated and overused right now.
Yeah, because Stefan, if we think about like what the typical LinkedIn lead gen does, they slide into your DM and then they go and they say, we should definitely talk about your IT services, or I'm a Java programmer, blah, and they get transactional way too quickly. But then again, if you don't slide in with something that like, it needs to make sense. Why are you DMing me? Because the #1 thing, if someone DMs me, I'm going to ask is, what do you want? And so you need to have a really good answer to that question. What do you want? If it's sales, thanks, no thanks, not interested. But then again, if you're just saying, hey, how are you doing? Want to chat? That's not going to work for me either. So what you're saying is, again, you use a customized GIF, right? And the GIF is going to have the guest's name on it, right?
Name, profile image, and different more variables. That is definitely possible to send it straight to the inbox. Instead, what I see normally, everybody is sending a connection request, and if you accept that connection request, and everybody smells, okay, it's just waiting for the attack, for the follow-up. And maybe 1 hour or 24 hours after, hey, Josh, it's Stefan here, boom, 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 I want to have an appointment, here's my link, right? That's what's going on. But instead of doing that, and I send you a nice GIF animation of myself with a cup of coffee with your name on it, hey, Josh, thanks for connecting, have an awesome day. With nothing else, then it will help to relax people a bit more and start slowly a conversation. Or instead of doing that, just record myself as a GIF animation on a whiteboard. where I put your profile image and your name on it and just ask a simple question with some fun in it. And I see that since the moment that we work with personalized images and GIF animations, that we at least double the reply rate after connecting.
I'm sure.
I think it's fair enough to say that on a normal campaign, especially in the early days, that if you achieve a 25% reply rate on the people, after that the people accept it, that's a fair number, I guess, right? But I never ever achieved a lower reply rate since I'm using these strategies than 50-55%. So it will definitely increase the results, and you will also receive a bit of a more warmer reply from people.
Yeah.
It's different, it interrupted patterns, and people are more likely to reply back on a positive way. And I think besides of that, everybody's seeing what's going on LinkedIn, right? And we're all used to doing outreach for many years on a certain way, and it was easy money for everybody. And actually what LinkedIn is saying now, okay, please stop.
Yeah.
If you want to stay, if you want to stay on the platform, you have to do a step back, and you have to spend time in adopting new ways of doing outreach. Now, exactly that is where we jump in with Expandi in our V2 version. If I analyze, for example, the SSI score, and I think it will become more important than ever before. 95% of all the people on LinkedIn, they are only focused on the fourth pillar of the SSI score. That's actually connecting with people, right? And then you see that all these people have a lower SSI score on average than a 70%. It means that if you're going to see and search what LinkedIn actually wants on how to become a healthy LinkedIn user, they want that you build a professional brand about your profile, that you're going to post on a consistent way in different formats, types of content. Actually, LinkedIn also wants that you only invite people you know. What's the best way to do that? And what they are promoting actually on their own side, that you're going to create events. So for example, how amazing should it be if you optimize your profile, you run a lot of traffic to your profile, and you can automatically follow up all the interesting people who visited your profile. So let's say in Expandi V2, we have the lead source, people who are visiting your profile. You make a selection and you add these people to an advanced campaign. The first step we do is that we go and visiting back these profiles. The next step is that we say, okay, I'm gonna like that latest post automatically. And as a third step, I'm gonna follow that profile. Then I can decide, okay, I send a connection request. If it's not accepted within 2 days, then I can decide, okay, then I want to create an if or an else scenario. Then I'm going to search if the profile has an open status. If it has an open status, then boom, I can send an open email for free. If that's not the case, then I can decide, okay, then I grab the email, and also through Expandi, you can connect your SMTP. We have a native email integration built ourselves, and then you can decide, okay, I shoot over an email, and then I refer to the connection request or to the engagements I try to create on LinkedIn. With an easy to use drag and drop editor, you can build all these advanced workflows. But what you also can do, another example is that, let's say you're going to create your own event. I'm doing the same with my team as well. And I think it's at the moment one of the best strategies you can use to get tons of leads on LinkedIn. If you promote your event the right way, you can also, with Expandi Event Inviter, invite your first degree connections to create a lot of engagement around that event. And exactly all the people from your event, that will be your target audience after the event, to connect with, to follow up, to share more things about all the details you shared actually in the event. And then it's not becoming just a spray and pray approach, but actually a well-thought strategy, and exactly in the way LinkedIn wants you to operate. Another example, let's say you're going to create content. We're going to create a content calendar. So Expandi can help you from next month to publish your content on LinkedIn or on behalf of your customer, right? Huh. And if people engage with these types of content, within 3 mouse clicks, we can scrape all the people and import these ones in Expandi who like and commented that piece of content.
Yeah.
And that will actually be a great start to engage with people, to be more human. We have tons of different actions we can automatically execute. For example, we can follow a profile, we can endorse somebody after connecting, we can follow a company page, we can like a latest post. And all these actions will give notifications on the receiver's profile. So before you outreach to them, he already is aware that you follow him, that you like this post, and then it will be a bit more a human operation. And that's actually the direction we go with Expandi. And I totally understand, because since the last month, I think it happens mid-March, thousands of people from everywhere around the globe, they outreach me on my Facebook Messenger. Stefan, LinkedIn is cracking down. I don't know how to approach my business as an agency owner. Expandi is coming up with, I think, one of the best LinkedIn academies. One, to help you adopting new ways to manage your agency and to create your offers to your clients. And for single users who sign up straight to our website, actually to help them how to become a healthy LinkedIn user. Because it's at the end more than only connecting with people as we all were used, but changing somebody's behavior, that's actually more hard than building, for example, all these features and teaching people how to do. It's the same as stop with smoking, right? It's easy to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to stop, and most likely tomorrow you will smoke again. But changing somebody's behavior, I think that will be the challenge, to interrupt the patterns and help people do a step back, came out of these comfort zones. So yeah.
Well, this is fantastic. Again, your website, expandi.io, go look at it. For those of you who are visual, Stefan, you've done an admirable job in describing everything. And, and again, someone who's pretty savvy at LinkedIn, I think they're tracking with us on all of this. But if you're maybe a little bit newer to LinkedIn, there was a bit of a Sales Navigator friend request to get in, where things really, I think it went down from maybe on average, if you're using outreach tools, you went from maybe like 500 outreach requests a week down to 100. It's pretty stark. But yeah, I agree. Intelligence and appearing more human, appearing more authentic is really what we want to do. Not just appear, we want to be that person. So Stefan, again, your website, and when will the Academy be ready?
Yeah, the goal is to have it ready together with our rebranding of the website somewhere in September, beginning September. Okay.
All right. Put me on your beta list. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Stefan Smulders, expandi.io. Stefan, thank you so much for joining us.
It was a real pleasure to be here, Josh. Thanks for the invite.